for these important dates. I do apologize to my viewers and followers. I did mean to get these out the first of the month, but due to my recent move that I thought was a Hail Mary, maybe it is for some people here, but for me, I feel like I'm a dang court reporter now. Um, my landlord has proven he wanted a no paper trail, which, that's our first warning sign, isn't it? But I told myself, oh, it's just 2 months. I was hoping, and I really thought maybe we could stay longer because the agreement we had was doable for me. But when he started adding in new fees and charges for things that were never discussed before, and when he started saying I paid him about $500 less than I actually did, we started having some issues here. And long story short, I've been having to spend my weeks, instead of focusing on my job, doing my thing, I've been having to protect myself, do research, file documents, all sorts of crap that I did not want to do. So that's why I'm late, and I'm sorry. And they say astrology says we're gonna stop overthinking things to death right around now. So, and I feel that's true. Yesterday I had a very chill day. I made sure not to think too heavy. Just stayed calm. It was definitely a lot better yesterday, and I'm hoping that the peace stays. So I will be here for about another 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna move back to Houston, go stay in a shelter, get help with housing, and hopefully by July I'll be in my own home with no drama, no sneaky goalpost moving bullshit to deal with, and far less bills, so I can actually invest in myself more. That would be great. So, my Aquarians, thank you for watching. If you're new here, I'm Jessica Lee, the Secret Psychic, the one-woman show of the Secret Psychic Shop. I am available on Bitwine Psychics. That's where you can find most of my reviews from clients from the past year since I returned to my work as a psychic advisor and life coach. I am available for private readings either through Bitwine, or you can go to my website. The link is in my bio, the Linktree link, and that's where you can book your own reading for half off the other price on the other site. It's a lot better to go to me directly. Trust that. You don't have to pay for third party sites commission fees that way. It's just you and me, baby. But let's just go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna try and catch us up. We're looking into the astrology for your sign, Aquarius, for the month of May. So right now, as I'm recording this, it is the 15th. We have our new moon in Taurus hitting tomorrow. Probably, Spirit's telling me it's actually more like less than 24 hours. So I don't have the exact time when it hits here, but I know the new moon is tomorrow. But because, hey Shay, thanks for watching. Good to see you, love. So since I'm late, I'm still gonna go all the way back to May 1st. We're gonna talk about the astrology and how it affects your sign, Aquarius. And then once we're done with that recap, I will go ahead and shuffle some oracle cards, and we'll see what the spirit has to say about things as well. So let's dive in. So for May, the energy for Aquarius is going to be a compelling mix of domestic grounding and high voltage intellectual breakthroughs, with your ruling planet, which is my granddaddy, well, it's everyone's granddaddy planet, Uranus. It's taking center stage. Hi, love. It's taking center stage, and where I leave off, the month is designed to move you out of stagnation and into a more authentic version of yourself. Now, Spirit told me some people watching may not know what the word stagnation means, so I'm going to break that down. Stagnant, think of water that doesn't move, just sitting water. Think of just not moving. Something that's stuck, that's not producing any fruit. It's not moving. It's being stuck. It's lack of growth. I hope that sums it up. Okay, so we're trying to get you out of stagnation. God is the one who created it all, right? Sorry, if you don't believe in God, I suggest you find him soon. Okay, so we're moving on. Major astrological transits for Aquarius. The Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, that starts on May 6th. And Spirit, I guess I glossed over we had the full moon in Scorpio. That's when it's in its fullest. It can't hold anymore. It's got to let it out. So there was a great purging that started out at the beginning of the month for many of us that really brought some things to light, things that we had to let go of, or we're given enough evidence that, hey, yeah, we got to let go of this. We got to move on. This is not for us. So let me go back to the Pluto retrograde. It begins in a backward journey in your sign, and it will remain there until October. So you have a lot of work to do, love. It's going to be a powerful cycle. Powerful. And it's for your internal identity. So you're going to be really auditing who you were, who you are now. And Spirit's also adding in here in my little head that a lot of you are really going to come into really owning who the F you are. So there's a lot of shedding of the old here and embracing the new version of yourself and how you've grown and what you've learned and applying this. You may feel a pull to shed old skins, reconsider how you present yourself to the world, and reclaim your personal power you previously handed over to others. Now the Uranus microphone, you're going to have that through May. With your ruler Uranus, it's going to be exceptionally active, and it makes significant contacts with the moon on May 3rd, May 8th, May 10th, May 17th, the 23rd, and the 30th. So that's a lot. That's a lot. Those are 6 points of activity there. So this is creating a month with 2 speeds for y'all, where you're going to be alternating between restlessness and it can feel sudden. Like 1 minute you're fine, and thank you, boo. Oh, a pop rock fountain. That sounds amazing. I'm just reading your comment. When you wrote pop rock fountain, I'm imagining, the candy. I'm imagining like going to a fountain, just pouring a whole bunch in and just watching it like foam up, and that sounds amazing. I like that. I like that visual. Thank you. I need some happy thoughts too. That sounds like a real good time. I agree. I agree. Okay, so the 2 speeds, you're gonna be going from like 1 minute you're fine, and the next you just feel restless, like you don't know what to do with yourself. But that leads to flashes of creative brilliance. So when you start feeling that like, crap, what do I do? You got all that energy building up mentally or inside your body somatically. That's actually that's going to be what you feel just before a big breakthrough. I can't talk. Before you have a big breakthrough. I can't talk. A Friday night, does it feel alright? Let's see. What else do we have? I got some notes, babies. All right, Mercury, that's my ruling planet. A Mercury and Sun conjoin your planet Uranus on May 17th, so it's right around the corner, and the 22nd. And Spirit keeps telling me the 22nd is when we have this a very specific window. It's starting to close, so actions need to be really laid out this week. Whatever seeds you want to plant, we got that new moon. Make sure you lay the groundwork and you really put yourself in there. Don't hold back on improving yourself. And really put that action in by the 22nd. I cannot talk today. By the 22nd. 17th and 22nd are headline dates. On the 17th, Mercury meets Uranus. That's like lots of thoughts. It's sending mental voltage through the roof. Ideas are going to arrive fast, and they may seem strange. And when I say strange, Spirit's going deeper, like strange is in foreign, something new to you. There could be like a hangman kind of energy about this, where you're seeing things in a new light that you never noticed before, or like a new color you just never saw before. Hey Trex, how are you? Is it raining? Ooh, I'm blind now. I'm like, it looks like rain clouds, or is it a shark? I can't tell. I'll find out later. All right, then we also have the shift to Gemini. That's right around the corner too. We're about to enter Gemini season. When the sun enters Gemini, the energy lightens significantly. Thank God. We need a break, don't we? I don't know about y'all. I need a break from the energy. I'm like, oh. So this is going to activate your 5th house of creativity, romance, and play. I know y'all love to play. After a heavy start to the month, the final 10 days offer a solar power surge for your passionate projects. So again, creativity is going to be like at an all-time high. The ideas are coming, and you're gonna be able to speak on this. When we got that Gemini energy, like Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so it's very intellectual, very mental, always thinking. But Gemini is more of the communicator, where Virgo, also ruled by Mercury, is the observer, the auditor, the one who can see the big picture and knows how everything affects whatever. Gemini is more the one who to say it out loud. So you're going to be able to really put things into motion. Your voice is very powerful. It's very disciplined. Your voice and what you say is very powerful this month. So wield it. Wield that tongue. Wield it. Oh, let's see. My little time frame chart here. For week 1, domestic sanctuary is your theme. The Taurus sun emphasizes your home life, focuses on your living space. If things feel small or predictable, use that Scorpio full moon on the 1st to release old domestic patterns. Week 2 of the month, patience and routine. This is the week we just ended, so check your notes, check your journal, see how it fits. So the second week of May is energy dipping. Saturn's influence asks us for discipline rather than drama. I sure wish somebody else remembered that. Avoid unnecessary arguments at home. Instead, focusing on finishing what you started. Week 3, intellectual sparks, the most vital week. Keep a notebook handy. Indeed. The insights arriving around May 17th aren't just passing through, they are seeds for your future. Make sure you, if you're having dreams, again, any bright ideas that come to mind, write them down. Write those down. That's your first way of planting a seed. That's how you bring things into the physical. Everything starts off with a thought forms. But the more that you dwell on a thought form, eventually you either have to take action on it or you just let it float off, and someone else will get the credit. And here's something you might want to keep in mind. Okay, we all get brilliant ideas that just come out of nowhere, right? And there's something I learned this about, I want to say 20 years ago, that when patents are put in for like new inventions and whatnot, it's very common that these people receiving the request for a patent, there's more than one person coming up with this new idea that's never been discovered before. It's almost like the universe sends out the message, and some people, we're all receivers, some people receive it. But the thing that counts most is who acts on it first. Because if they get 20 patents for the same thing, who do you think is going to get it? Who gets the seal of approval? The first motherfucker who did the work and brought it to the physical and typed it out. Wrote it down, typed it out, and that's how we make our thoughts real, You can feel it and that's real that way, but as far as experiencing your dreams and your goals in this physical reality, you have to actually bring it into physical reality. You can't just sit and think about it, right? So with those intellectual sparks, make sure you're writing them down so you don't lose that important inspiration that's being downloaded to you. Amen. Week 4 of the month, we have it's creative expression. That shift into Gemini encourages you to get out and play, to get it done, and have fun while you're doing it. It's really emphasizing on the fun part. Like if you are pursuing goals right now that don't give you that sense of fun and freedom, then you're probably watering the wrong plant. Make sure your future movements towards your goals, your stability, creativity, income, make sure that they are something that's bringing you some sense of like reward, happiness, contentment. Don't chase things that are draining you, baby. All right, so let's showcase. Oh, and also, we got down. You get to showcase your talents this month. Shout out to my friend Katie Book from Houston. She's an upcoming artist. I mean, she's been an artist since I knew her. This woman decorate the woods like you thought you walked into a fairy kingdom. I swear. That's how I first met her. I was like, what did I just walk into? It was great. And so she's still going with it. You know, she's doing her artwork, and she's putting herself out there more and more. She's Aquarius too. If you find her through my Facebook, Katie Pruitt, she's in a contest right now. Look her up and vote for her. Vote for Mariko. So she's an Aquarian, and she's walking this walk. She's embracing her gifts. She's putting them out to the world, and the spotlight is coming on her. She's pretty dang close to winning this contest. So any help helping Katie Pruitt, please do. All right, let's see. The key advice for Aquarius this May: embrace the strange. We all know you vibe with strange anyway. You guys can handle stuff no one else can. As an Aquarius, your strength lies in your uniqueness. This month, especially around the 17th and the 22nd, don't try to normalize your ideas. The more out there an insight feels, the more likely it is to be a breakthrough you need. Grounding in electricity in mind, there's so much Uranus activity. Your nervous system's more than likely feeling fried, especially by this point. Ooh, we need that break. Balance the high mental energy with grounding physical activities. Think seafood-rich, nutrient-dense meals and literally earthing, aka walking on the grass with no shoes and socks. You may also want to do some kind of physical exercise to help process that energy that your body's feeling and holding and reacting to. Definitely take care of your health. You know, when we have all these heavy energies, it's a lot on the body. So stay hydrated and eat healthy. Our final note in the notes: the month ends with the blue moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius, it's all about truth. Really, like truly. Sagittarians do pride themselves on honesty, of helping others, of making things bigger, you know, improving them, growth. But ultimately, this whole month is all about inner truth, of not living in denial or delusion anymore, and embracing who we really are. So really work with that full moon. It's going to highlight your social circles and your long-term dreams. It's a perfect moment to celebrate a victory or a shift in how you see your place in the collective. All right, so there's my notes. I hope everybody enjoyed that part of our little session here. I did shuffle for my color oracle before we got started. We had these two cards pop out. That would be Ghost and Peace. And Spirit's saying this is just basically, I'm seeing a big, you know, the Grim Reaper thing. So the old you is being cut away. And this is a process. It's not just for this month, but it's going on until October, remember? The old you, the former you that used to have to play it small or safe, she's done hiding. He or she, they're done hiding. I'm shuffling my feelings oracle now. I always do jumpers. I do not try to control. Wow, we got all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, they're flipping out in the deck and all that. Okay. Let's read these cards. Got over here. Ooh, anger. Look at the red eyes. Worn out. So yeah, you're feeling really aggravated this month. I'm hearing your nerve, that last nerve has been hit. You're ready not just to change yourself and stop playing small, but you're ready to kick someone to the curb. If you're involved in a relationship with somebody, it's probably, if you're in this anger spot, it's probably about time to. Reading Ingran's comment. Hey, ask yourselves, if someone can read the fates, etc., why are they not doing better in life? Oh, yeah? So, did you not know Jesus went through hell? Just saying. Great question, though. Thank you. Great question. Think deeply on that. Indeed. Unknowing, at peace, and slow down. I wonder what your answer is to that question. That is a good question, honestly. I agree. It is a good question. But what I've experienced is I'm highly blessed. Yes, I have challenges in life. Why are they not doing better in life? Because nobody comes to Earth and has an easy life, including Jesus. Matter of fact, the harder your life is, chances are you are on God's side. He gives his biggest battles to his strongest warriors. Why do people get put in isolation for so long before God promotes them? That's another question you might want to ask yourself. What happened to Moses? Amen. That's the truth. And that's the gift of life. Honestly, breath equals consciousness. You know, your body can go without food and water for quite a while. But the second you can't breathe, it's over. Amen. Amen. Okay, so let me get back to these cards. Knowing peace and slow down. This is telling me for those involved in these relationships, they could be romantic, family, business, what you know. There's so many ways a relationship can be experienced, right? So while you're angry and at your last end, you're at your wit's ends, you're not sure how you're gonna break it off, is what I'm hearing. But you know you need space. So before the final break off, you are likely to pull away from these people, places, and things that are really stressing you out. Resentments came out. So yeah, you've been holding on to this for a while. This has to do with you and somebody else. Dreams upside down. Things you had a dream. You hoped for certain things, and they didn't pan out. You know they didn't come to fruition. I'm hearing you watered the plant. You've been patient, but things just you're starting to see the dream was an illusion. All right, so then we have a little stack that jumped out: gratitude, worry, reflection, fear, and shadow work. And spirit is telling me by the end of the month, you're actually going. Okay, it's fair to say many of you, not all. So it depends on where you're at with accepting life on life's terms, I want to say. But many of you, hopefully all at some point, get to this point of gratitude, you know, for what you went through, for what you had to see and experience. Um, because you're gonna be able to look at this, and I'm hearing from so many angles, through the power of Uranus being amped up, you're gonna be seeing all the angles, baby. And then the only thing left to do is to get over yourself, you know. And with fear and shadow work, I'm hearing you still have this desire not to let others down. I know Aquarians, you can't stick to yourselves, you know. You don't give away loyalty very easily. You don't even want things to be too easy. But through this process, you know, you're having to shed this part of yourself that wants to make others happy or comfortable or keep the peace. And you're gonna get through it, babe. Uh, this is really it's gonna be a growth spurt. You're going through a growth spurt, so there's gonna be times where it's uncomfortable, and those negative energy cards that came out that really it shows yes you've been put through something that's very uncomfortable for you, but you're getting the ability, the strength, the know-how, the wisdom, and all the motivation really to break through that. I'm seeing like a wall you gotta break through, and it's not even a solid wall. It's kind of like an imaginary wall, like you know when you play a video game and you walk through something like that. So it's all in your head for the most part, which is also why Uranus. I'm hearing Uranus is coming through to help you out because you need that extra push. You need it to make sense before you go cut the heads off these snakes, so to speak, or to close the door once and for all on a situation that's not benefiting you. And I think it's worth saying, it can sound selfish when we say, "Well, I'm not benefiting from this, so I'm leaving." But let's be real. You have benefited others. You've been there for others in ways that they never could return to you. And for you putting yourself first, that's not an act of being selfish. That's an act of self-preservation. It's an act of self-love, and it's being more authentic to who you are and what you deserve. So take that for what it's worth. If it resonates, I hope this helps. If not, leave it for the next guy. I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. I'm just here to spend a little time with y'all and do my thing. And if you appreciate it, please do like and subscribe. And if not, peace out, homie. I love you. Best wishes. Alright, so these other cards that flipped over in the deck, they didn't come out all the way, but they flipped over. So we have Nurture, Change, and Overwhelmed. And Spirit's telling me with these cards, love yourself. Love yourself. Nurture yourself. It's gonna feel a little difficult or uncomfortable at first again. The change, and I'm hearing for some of you have a lot of changes to make. When I'm asking Spirit, what do you mean by that? They're like about how you look at things and how you receive people, how you receive them as you are. All right, Spirit. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle from. Let me get these cards. Oh, we have more here. Okay, there's more that flipped out. Where is there? No. Okay. I'm gonna put these away. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle from the tarot real quick. We're gonna try and just do a past, present, future for y'all while we're here. Three of Swords. Ooh, okay. I have a little flip out with some cards on the. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. There we go. All right, babes. This was your past card. So you've experienced heartbreak, betrayal, issues with trusting others. The swords here are telling me that you've had a hard time really releasing this mentally. It's like this has to do with past wounds too, Spirit saying. So there could be like a pattern of behavior on your part where, you kind of get yourself in these situations where you're like, oh, you effed me up, you hurt me. So this is a past pattern that Spirit's telling me that we're working on, or your sign is working on right now. Alright, so when I went to go do the present, this is what popped out. We have the Seven of Wands, I believe that is. Yes. Seven of Wands upright. This card focuses on defenses, opposition, tenacity, being brave, standing your ground, and maintaining a favorable position. You don't know what's coming at this guy. You just see him he's like, oh, hell no, you ain't coming over here. So this may be where you're strengthening your boundaries, Spirit is saying. All right, the cards that fell out facing down on top of this, we had Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Oh yeah, that's good. Six of Wands. I like to see that card. Okay, yeah, you're moving on, baby. Yeah, so with those Justice cards, it's almost like this to me is a bit of a court case for y'all too, as you're having to realize, dang, it's a shame X, Y, and Z didn't work out, but guess what? Once you're done grieving what didn't work, you're gonna move forward, and Spirit's reminding me of that 2 speeds thing. You're gonna move forward. The sooner you let go of these emotional attachments that you have, you'll be able to leave intact with the emotions that you need to keep, the ones that are gonna help you, benefit you, and grow you. Seven of Wands, as we mentioned, this is you standing on business, standing up for your rights. Also, with the Wands, that has a lot to do with career, but also personal growth. And Spirit's pointing out to me, you're very determined right now not to let others determine who you are or what you're capable of, or influence your future in a way that you don't subscribe to. So this could play out in ways of people trying to tell you who you are or how you have to do things, or for example, when I moved to this home, I let the landlord know, I was trying to work on making some commercials for myself, and he tried to interject himself in and tell me what I need to do or what he can do for me. And it's like, I didn't ask you to come to my party, So I was like, oh, that's nice, but no, I got this. I'll do it on my own. So as you're standing your ground, there's a bit of juggling because you're not. Spirit's explaining, you're not trying to be an asshole or a bee and piss people off, but you're trying to figure out how to keep the peace and balance what you need to do. And the Pentacles have to do with your time and investments. So, okay, the Six of Wands tells me once you make the choice, you can figure out how to balance everything. This card basically is like, you're a winner. This is a card of somebody who already went through the fire, came out, is being celebrated, and he's still got more work to do. All right, and then we have Justice. So you're heading towards justice. The more you choose yourself, the more you are honoring yourself. The more you are, I'm hearing you're ending needless karmic cycles. What's that mean? It means the more you stop agreeing to or letting yourself hang out in situations or be involved with people, places, and situations that aren't for your highest good, the sooner you like just say no. You see the warning on the wall, you see the writing on the wall, and instead of being so willing to try things out or whatever, the more you choose you, make that wise choice to do you, and lead here to leave these situations and people behind, the better off you're gonna be. Now the outcome card, your future card, is the Tower. And that doesn't surprise me at all, considering everything that's going on with Pluto, with Uranus. Basically everything that isn't working out is getting removed. And Spirit really wants me to emphasize this. If you are holding on, if you're still trying to hold on to the old ways, to the old you, to the dying and stagnant connections, you're going to end up like the dude falling out the top. Can you see him? He was falling. He was at the top of the tower, and now he's falling. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be smart, see the writing on the wall, make your way to the exit, and get somewhere safe. And then you can watch everything fall apart from a safe distance. Also, rug pulling. You removing yourself from people, places, and things likely is going to cause a tower moment all around you. So be prepared for people complaining that you're not who you used to be. And just let them know that's the whole idea. That's the point. I do hope this helps y'all. If you enjoyed the live here, please do like, follow, subscribe, and share. And if you'd like a private session anytime, I'm available almost 7 days a week, either on Bitwine or my site. Links in the bio on Linktree. And I'm very active on Facebook, so if you spin it around. So if you are on Facebook, feel free to check me out there. I have the group 13 Signs Orascopes there, and I post frequently and try to check my mailbox as much as possible. So if you ever want to chat or have a question about setting up your own appointment with me, feel free to contact me there, or the Linktree link that's on my bio here on YouTube. You can go to that Linktree, and my phone number is listed there, so you can always text me and set up your appointment that way too. Alright, y'all, I am gonna go get me a snack. I have to go meet with a new client. I'm so excited. I'm excited because I'm going to a restaurant called Abuelos, which means grandfather. And my first time going there to meet a client, the client suggested it. She was a Gemini, and it was like the astrology was like, oh my god, here I'm going to grandfathers when Uranus is like blowing up. He's a grandfather of all the signs. Look it up. I'm not lying. I'm learning, actually. I'm learning all this stuff. So I'm just sharing what I learned, and I'm sharing what I hear from the cards. And yeah, that's all. Hey, that's all. Alright, guys. I'm going to go get my snack, though, because I have to leave fairly soon and get myself ready to go to grandfather's and meet my new client. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for sharing this time and space with me today. Please keep your dreams wide open. Chase them. Chase them like your life depends on it. And don't let anyone hold you back. I love y'all. Have a good week. Have a good May. And as I said, I'm moving soon, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do June's horoscopes. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do it before I move. Hopefully I don't have 1,000,005 distractions like I did this month. Wish me luck, y'all. See you guys next time. Bye. Did I hit it right? I do this every time. Last time I did it, I was so good at it. I'm like beeping it back. Alright, bye y'all.